Welcome to another episode on Sunnylanka. Hi, I'm Priya, and today's dish is a Sri Lankan specialty called Ambulthiyal or sour fish. Here are the ingredients you will need: 2 pounds of firm fish cut into portion sizes, 2 tablespoons of black peppercorns, 5 pieces of rumper, half a medium onion chopped, 1 whole garlic, cloves separated and coarsely chopped, 2 sprigs of curry leaves, 1-inch piece of ginger coarsely sliced, and 3/4 cup of goraka, that's roughly 1 large handful, and some salt to taste. Okay, so the goraka, you can just drop it into a small microsafe bowl and add some white vinegar to it, just enough to, you don't even have to cover it, just to moisten the goraka. And the reason I'm using vinegar is it also helps preserve. Now this is if you're making the goraka paste to keep for a long time, but if you want to just make enough paste to use that day for your cooking, then you can just warm up the goraka in some water on the stove, or you can soak the goraka pieces in a little bit of water. And then of course you'll have to drain out the water once the goraka softens to grind it. So now I'm just going to put this in the microwave for a minute, and that's just to soften the goraka. Okay, now I've softened up the goraka, and I'm just going to add it into my processor. I have a mini processor here, but if not, you can just do a whole big batch and drop it in and grind it up at the same time. Adding my garlic to it and the curry leaves. Okay, I'm going to save a few just for the curry itself. Okay, I'm going to add in the ginger. And you can add in pepper, and this is really to taste, depending on how spicy you like it. So let's just put everything. And the rumper. And now this is very optional. I'm putting in an onion, and this is a small onion, half of a small onion, just because I like the flavor of onion, and I'm going to use this paste right away. Okay, so all of that's in, and I'm going to grind it up into a smooth paste. So my mixture was a little tight, too dry, so just to smooth it out, I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar. And as I said, if you're going to use it right away, then you can add a little water, or else just drop in a little bit of vinegar. You just want a smooth paste, so not watery, smooth paste. And I'm going to continue grinding the mixture. Okay, so now once everything is grinded up into a nice thick paste, I'm going to put it into the fish. And like I said, if you can make the goraka paste in bulk, and then what you would do is just refrigerate it in an airtight bottle, and it'll keep for months, several weeks actually. Okay, and so now just gently coat the fish. Okay, and I'm going to use my hands because the spoon may break the fish. I just want the paste coated onto the fish everywhere. And you'll know if you have, like, if you're making it in bulk and you're putting on the goraka paste, you'll know how much to put. You just need all the fish covered in the goraka paste, and more will taste better, really. This dish has been traditionally cooked in a clay pot. and it helps the fish get an extra flavor once it's cooked, the sour fish dish, Ambulthiyal. So I'm going to be cooking it in a clay pot too, but if you don't have a clay pot, that you can use a heavy iron pot, heavy bottom iron pot, but try to avoid using non-stick or aluminum pans. Okay, so once all the fish is nicely coated, I'm just going to set this aside and let it marinate for maybe half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour. Okay, so now we are just going to get everything into the pot, and like I said, you can use a heavy bottom iron pot, but avoid using non-stick or aluminum, and clay, it would bring out the best flavor. So I'm going to arrange the fish on the bottom of the pot. And this is just so that it'll cook evenly. Try to get the paste along with the fish when you put it on. Okay, so almost there. You have to use a firm fish for this. Mackerel, kingfish, salmon. Okay, so there we go. It's just arranged nicely. Alright, and the paste, I'm just going to top it up on the top. So you want the flavor to go in from the top and the bottom. Okay, just cover it as much as possible. Okay, so now we're going to put in the pieces of rampa. It's all going to cook down, so it doesn't matter. Nothing pretty about it. Curry leaves and garlic. So you can put in as much or as little as you want. I've already used a lot of garlic in the paste, so just a few more for flavor. And now the pot that I had the fish in, I'm just going to drop in a little bit of water. You don't want to waste any of that goraka paste. It's very flavorful. So, and I'm also needing some water for the fish anyways, for the gravy. And usually Ambulthiyal is a very dry dish. It can be dry just to help preserve the fish for longer, but you need to start off with a little bit of gravy to cook the fish. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with that much, and if I feel like it's going too dry, I'll just add in a little more. There you. Once everything is arranged, you can just add in some salt to taste. And have it. So now I'm just gonna set it, cover it up, and set it on the stove. First, bring it up to a boil, cover it, and then reduce it down to a simmer. Okay folks, so at this point I was trying to record, but the camera lens was covering up with the condensation, so I've used a picture. So once it comes up to a boil, what you have to do is drop the heat down to low, between low and medium heat, and just give it a little bit of a stir, careful not to break the fish, and then you're going to cover it up and let it simmer until the gravy thickens to the consistency that you like. Now this is a dry dish, so the less gravy the better, but if you do want a little bit of gravy, you can have some. I like a little bit of gravy at the end, and you'll see my finished product. So there you have it folks, today's finished dish of Ambulthiyal, and it tastes better with age, so it is a great make-ahead dish if you're having company. And you can even just leave it outside on your counter. You don't have to put it in your fridge if you're going to use it within the next day or two. Because of the preserving ingredients you've used, like the goraka and the vinegar, it'll keep. It tastes great. So try it today and let me know what you think. Stay tuned for more tasty episodes from Sunnylanka. Thanks for watching.